And hello to you. Welcome to Adelante Chicago. I'm Lourdes Duarte. Thank you so much for joining us today. Bienvenidos. Well, students at Chicago City Colleges have opportunities that they may not even know about. New programs meant to guide them into the workforce are proving to be very, very helpful. City Colleges Chancellor Juan Salgado is joining us to tell us a little bit more about how to take advantage of all this. And right next to him, you see her, Jocelyn Collado, who was also a member of City Colleges. You were a student there, and we're going to talk about that throughout the day today. But I want to start with you, Juan, because every time I turn around, I feel like I hear of something about City Colleges of Chicago. So you're really standing out, and I'm wondering what's changing, what's evolving there, other than you coming on board.
Well, we obviously what's been the same is that we have wonderful students, amazing human beings with so much potential. And what we're doing right now is ensuring that the four-year universities and the employers that really covet our students have increasing opportunities to have them on their campuses, to have them in their workplaces, you know, to be able to benefit from the quality human beings and the talent and resource that our students represent.
Yeah, it seems like you've really been able to tap into this whole idea of internships
Yes.
and networking and really learning sort of hands-on, right?
That's right.
So how do you provide those opportunities? I guess, how do you go to a company and say, hey, we've got a great program here at City Colleges. We want you guys to partner up with us.
Yes, we've gone to major companies in Chicago, a place like Accenture, that is a national, international consulting firm, and said, give our students an opportunity to contribute to your environment. And they did. They started with 4 students. They are now up to 27 apprentices from City Colleges Chicago, many from Wright College. We are now the largest source, the largest single source of entry-level talent for Accenture in Chicago. Why? Because they found our students to be a great resource to their company. And then they're out talking through the Chicagoland Apprenticeship Network to other companies about their great experience with our students. So we firmly believe that our curriculum is strong, our faculty is very qualified, our coursework is rigorous, and when you succeed at City Colleges, you can succeed at any four-year university, and you can succeed in any workplace.
Case in point, Jocelyn, and that's where we bring you in, because you went to City Colleges for a couple of years. Now you're on to a four-year university. Tell me about your story and how you even connected with them.
Yes, so I actually came from Mexico, my junior year of high school. I started in the suburbs, East Dundee. I went to Dundee Grand High School. And when it was time to deciding where I wanted to go to school, I actually decided to move to Chicago because I learned about the Engineering Pathways program. And I knew I wanted to do computer science. I knew I wanted to do something big with what I studied. I wanted to be at big tech companies. So the way to go was going to U of I. But once I found out about this program, I realized it was an even greater opportunity. So I decided to move to Chicago and then attend Wright College to complete the Engineering Pathways program.
Okay, and when you talk about when you found out about this opportunity, what was it about the opportunity that you thought, that's for me?
So once you start navigating through the webpage for Engineering Pathways, you can see they have a set curriculum for students. They have a set path. Whether you want to do electrical engineering, computer science, mechanical engineering, everyone follows the same path for the first 2 years. And then you can see that classes start to specialize based on your major. They also gave you information about the different requirements you had to fulfill, and just the fact that you get to go to one of the top engineering programs in the country just by attending this program, giving it your all, and doing your best. I mean, I think that's a great opportunity for anyone who is looking into an engineering field.
Yeah, and you brought that up, Juan, that she's at one of the top engineering schools in the top 5, I think you said.
That's right.
Yeah, and many of your students are doing similar things. So Jocelyn is not the only story we're hearing about.
No. Well, so what we've done with our four-year partners, for instance, with UI, UC, is create arrangements. The engineer's pathway is a guarantee admission to this top 5 program.
Okay, let me stop you there. So if a student starts at City Colleges, does well, it's guaranteed that they will then be accepted into this four-year university.
That's correct.
Wow.
Yeah, that's correct. And so if you're a student that's looking at an opportunity in these fields, there's no better value proposition. Our tuition, $1,752 for a full load.
And a lot of times there's scholarships and there's student aid and things like that that kids can apply for.
They can apply for.
Yeah.
It's phenomenal. And You know, Jocelyn will tell you this. Our faculty are phenomenal. You're not missing a beat. She went off to University of Illinois Champaign, and she's doing just fine.
Okay.
Doing better than just fine, by the way. She's got internships. You know, you talked a little bit. Google, Argonne
Have you
National
done
Labs.
an internship at Google already?
I
or is
did
it
a
coming?
summer program, yeah, an apprenticeship with
my.
them. Yeah.
That's great. That's
Yeah.
great. We think you're going to do well. I have a feeling.
Thank
I don't
you.
know. I have a feeling about this. There's a number of other programs that also City Colleges is putting together or is a part of. One of them, and they were just here on the Noon Show not too long ago, is that Men of Color in Education. What is that?
We at City Colleges want to address gaps in the workforce, places that are pain points for industry partners. And one of the pain points is in education. There are so few men of color in education. If you're a student of color, you're not very likely to have a male teacher in elementary school. Maybe you'll have one in high school. And so we've put together an entire initiative, curriculum, supports, mentors, in order to ensure that men of color get inspired to get into education and get supported on their journey into the education field. And this is being led by Truman College, another one of our city colleges of Chicago.
And it's so important because so many of our young men need these male role models to sort of be examples in the community. So it's really great. Okay, so if somebody's interested in city colleges, whether it's the Men of Color in Education program or so many other ones, where should they go and what should they do?
They should call us at 773-COLLEGE or visit our website, ccc.edu.
Okay, Jocelyn, we wish you the best of luck.
Thank you.
All right, and Juan Salgado, thank you so much.
Muchas
Come
gracias.
again.
Thank you.
All right.
Okay.